All right, so we're looking at question 3 from the 2019 further maths exam from the NHT exam. All right, so third question, lifespan in years and gestation period in days for 19 types of mammals are displayed in the table below. You probably, even before looking at the actual questions, you're going to guess this is going to be seduced by varied data, so looking at developing scatter plots. And as you get down, you go, the least squares line that enables lifespan to be predicted from a gestation period is fitted to this data. So least squares line indicates that you've actually got a scatter plot. Okay, so in this question here, there's a key word. It's the predicted. It's enabling the lifespan to be predicted from the gestation period. And the reason I'm just going into details just so you can start to think about it, because it's looking for the explanatory variable, and because it says lifespan is predicted from the gestation, this part is explaining what happens there, if you want to think like that. So if that is explaining the lifespan in this instance here, then that is the explanatory variable. All right, so that's how you sort of got to try to look at these questions at times. Okay, all right. So question B, determine the equation of the least squares line in terms of the variables lifespan and gestation period. Write your answers in the appropriate blah blah. Random numbers represent the intercept and slope to 3 significant figures. Okay, so let's get up the calculator. All right, so I've already put the data in, and I'm just going to suggest that you always do a quick double check that all the data is incorrectly, because I know when I put this data in, I did make a slight mistake and it did impact on results. Now, I'm actually going to do this, bring this data up in 2 ways, and it sort of helps with B and C. You can decide which way is best for you. So, in this case, first off, I'm going to graph it. So I'm going to go Control I, and then I'm going to add data and stats. Click variable, and remember gestation is your explanatory, so it's basically on your X there. And then I'm going to go, in this case, it's going to be lifespan. Okay, and then I go menu, and I go analyze, and then I go regression. And because we do it in the A plus BX format, I click on A plus BX, and you can see that that's my equation. And so here I'm going to put, remember, when you write this, you have to write it with the appropriate variables. So Y here is actually going to be lifespan. Lifespan, okay? And this one's going to be gestation period. So I'm just going to get ahead of myself here. All right. It's going to be 7.6 and 0.10, oh, sorry, yeah, 7.60, 7.58. I don't know why I was doing 2. So 7.5 and 0.101. So 7.58 and 0.101. Now, what I can do is I can take that R value that you see here, that R squared value, and get a square root, and that will give me my R for the next question. There's another way you can actually do what I've just done there. So I'm going to go Control I, I'm going to go calculator, I'm going to go menu, and I'm going to go stats again. I'm going to go stat calculations. I'm going to go, oops, sometimes it does that when you, and then I'm going to go linear regression, A plus BX. My X is going to be gestation. My Y list is going to be lifespan. And I'm going to go OK. And as you can see, the A plus BX, the 7.58 matches what we see over here. The B, the 1.101 matches what we see there. And the R, it's actually giving you R straight up. Okay. So my R is going to be, and it's to 3 decimal places, and I've got 0.9037, but that means I'm going to have to round out that 3. So it's going to be 0.904. Okay. And so the reason I show you that is because I'd probably go with this option that I've shown here, purely because it gives me my R in it, and I don't have to do a square root. I don't have to get all that number. But that's a choice you've got to make. You can read off the A and the B from this equation here, or you just graph it and do it like you might have normally done it previously. Okay, just some ideas that you can use that, you pick which one's best for your preference. Okay, so that is it for question 3. Okay, and yeah, bye.